Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is part 14 of Every Sub is One Turn on this 5x5. And welcome to the stream, Felix Cuber and Boba Cubes. So let's do some solves while we wait for turns. $11.13. Oh, snap. The sub count. It's, yeah, hopefully we get another subscriber soon. So that way, it won't be that. And thanks for the stream. $13.8. Farisaf says, remember me? If you changed your name, then I do not. From the last stream. It might be doing the thing where it's like showing the handle and not the actual channel name. So I'll go to your channel and see what your channel. Oh, Fishing Class Master. Yeah, I remember you. So welcome to the stream. 11.79. And let's get the sub count back up. And welcome to the stream, Kingy Cubing. And Fishing Class Master says, I'm actually Cuber Dude. Cuber Dude. Kind of sounds familiar. $13.18. Fishing Class Master says I'm gonna change accounts right now. Nice. And Boki says I remember Cuber Dude. It sounds similar, not similar, familiar, but I can't put the name with the logo. Kingy Cuber says that name sounds familiar. It does. Once I see the profile picture, I'll remember. $11.19. And thanks for the stream. Felix Cube says, why is my profile picture the only one with a face besides yours? I don't know. And thanks for the stream. Kingy Cuber says, Andy, how do you come up with videos every week? So, it used to be really hard for me to. 11.81. But after I found styles of videos that worked, I just kept applying that idea, and then I would think of video ideas through that. Like, one style that's worked before is the one where I talk about a cube. Like I did with the Waylon V9, the Maylong 3MV2. And sometimes I'll just pick up a cube and write a script with it and record it and edit it. And yeah. Oh, I know what the Cuber Dude is now. My PB50 is on 6 seconds. Nice. I messed up a pair, so now I have to do 5 pairs. Another 14-second solve. It was almost a +2. It would have been sub 9. But if I +2'd, it wouldn't have been sub 9. It would have been over 10. Oh, and we just got another subscriber. So thanks whoever just subscribed. And now we don't have to see that horrible number anymore. Let's plan out, or not plan out, let's do our next turn. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do an R prime, so that way this edge and this edge are near each other. King DQ versus Andy. Max or Felix? That's a tough one. But I think I'm gonna go Max here, because Felix is still setting oceanic records, but you know, he's not breaking world records. And welcome to the stream, Eliza. Yeah, Eliza TV. Welcome to the stream. And Q produces, I'm fishing class master. Yeah. $10.79. Oh wait, I didn't enter in the sub 10 I got. The 9.36. It's not on the same scramble, but that's okay. $13.7. King DQ versus how can I average sub 15? Augustats you need to know are PLL, full PLL, I'm assuming you already know that, and maybe learn about like half of OLL. And then plan out your whole cross and inspection, or if you can't do that, just do 3 pieces, and then learn some F2L algorithms. Q reduces when can we race? Maybe later in the stream. And Bubba Cube says Max Spark breaks world records every day. That's come on, that's boring. That's not boring. Andy Hing. Yeah, but he doesn't have the 3x3 world record average or single anymore. Now that I'm thinking about it. And welcome to the stream, Chicago Speedkeeper. Snap. 13.98. How long have I been streaming for?
Sorry, this is a +2.
Just over 10 minutes. King DQ says I can do look ahead for cross, and I know full F2L. I think it's my rotations. Yeah. It probably is. If you're rotating a lot, that's it. $10.63. I can't see how many likes there are now. 3 likes. Okay. Bugkeep says I know full PLO, 44 OLs, and not even sub 20. Dang. King DQ says how do I stop? Well, every F2L case can be solved with less than 1, with either 1 rotation or 0 rotations. So if you solve a pair with 2 rotations, learn a better alg for it. Chicago Speedkeeper says, is that voice that said, I'm sorry, this is supposed to only on CubeDesk. This is CS Timer, and it is... yeah, it's only on CS Timer. 10.89. Guys, Speaker says, how do you get it? You need CS Timer Plus. So just search up in Microsoft Edge or Google, I don't know, like CS Timer browser extension, and then just download it. Can you please repeat? I'm in a noisy place right now. I got you. So, every F2L case can be solved in 1 or 0 rotations. So if you're solving a pair in 2 rotations, it's not the most optimal. So you should learn a better alg. And welcome to the stream, Slow and Solved. What's up? Not much. Just doing some solves. That was the wrong OLL. And 1487. GB Perm says, can you still sign names on the 6x6? Yeah. I can write your name. I can write GB Perm. I almost just wrote it on my 3x3. GB Perm. My name is Wendy Tran. I think I already have that on here. I feel like I remember that name from a NameCube short. Okay, I do not see it, so I'll write Wendy on there. And there. Oh, we got another subscriber. So thanks to whoever just subscribed. You got another sub, yeah. I just saw it. So that is another turn. I'm going to do a UW. We're almost at 14.7 thousand subscribers. 1,470, not 14,000. King Keeper says, I'm bad at looking for pairs when done with the cross. I think that step, like getting that smoother, just comes with doing more solves. Because as you do more solves, you'll just get better at it, I guess. Oh, and we just got another subscriber. I was just like looking at the sub count and just went up. 1346. So I'm going to do an F move. So thanks to whoever just subscribed. Felix Keeper says practice the F2L pairs. And King D Keeper says I'm fast with them. Felix, oh. And Keeper Dude says hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream, even though you're already here. Guys, I'm not top 3. Oh dang. Let's see who is top 3. It is Chicago's PT Keeper, King D Keeper, and Fishing Class Master. So Keeper Dude, I guess you are top 3, but the top 7 are tied for top 3. Bookkeep says, I'm holding my breath for the whole 7x7 average. Is this a good idea? I think you should do... No, you should hold your breath during a 3x3 multi-blind relay of 350 cubes. Okay, this solve is not going to be a very good solve. $17.12. I love flags, says ... Welcome to the stream. $13.37. Bookkeep says, but I can't do blind. Oh, I thought you were talking about like somebody else doing an average. Yeah, you should have Graham Siggins solve 400 cubes blindfolded, and then you hold your breath while he's doing it. The whole attempt, including memorization time. 12.29. GB Perm says that it gained 16. No, this is the Waylong V11. Like he says, but it's 7 hours. Yeah, only 7. I rotated so many times just to get it to the right spot. And I didn't even start the timer. GB Perm says, from what brand? Moyu. Moyu Waylong V11. Felix Kuber says, if you get sub 20 one-handed, I will eat my wall. Thanks, whoever just liked the stream, and I'll do this solve one-handed right now. Oh, snap. I inserted that pair incorrectly. That was not a sub 20. Bugkeep says, yeah, so I'll probably watch it 10 times while holding my breath. Nice. And I Love Flag says, get sub 20. I did not get a sub 20. Okay, Felix Kuber, if I get a sub 19.34, sub 19.34, you will eat your wall and your keyboard. Oh, I get another chance? Okay. So, sub 20. I messed up. I think I'll need a third chance. $25.66. If you would like to offer me a third chance, then that would be nice. Yeah, okay, a third chance. Bubba says I want to eat my wall too. Okay, if I get sub 20, Felix Kuber and Bubba Cubes both have to eat their wall. I don't think I'm going to do it. Nah, not with the GA perm. I can't do it. I haven't been practicing one-handed lately, so I'm not very good, but obviously no excuses. No, we're just bad at one-handed. 4th try. As I do more solves, the likelihood that I get a sub 20 decreases. A 30. It wasn't a 31 by like 0.1 seconds. If you would like to give me a 5th try, then I can probably do it on the solve. It's okay, I can wait. 5th, okay.
Congratulations.
That's not a new PB. I stopped the timer. I don't even think that would have been sub 20 anyway. I messed up a little. Cubitus says, please open my WCA account and see my 2x2 right now. Please. It's 2024 ESSA 02. I'll look. WorldCubeAssociation.org. It is 2024 ESSA 02. .78. Oh, 1.66 2x2 single. Whoa. Second in Morocco. Whoa. And it was at the Moroccan Championships. In third place in clock. Wow. Nice. Considering I am 11. Whoa. Was it a 4-mover or 5-mover or just like an accidental good scramble? $12.37. $12-mover. Do you have the scramble? $10.91. $12.25. Bookkeepers was one-handed. Oh, I didn't know I was offered a 6th chance. So, this will be my 6th attempt. And welcome to the stream scene on cubing. That could have been sub 20. I didn't mess up there. 21.7. $1.47K. Yeah, we just hit it like a little bit ago, and we just got another subscriber. So thanks to whoever just subscribed. I'm going to do a U prime. Wait, yeah, U prime. 7th try. Okay, 7th try right here. I always mess up that OLL one-handed. You brought back the series? Yeah, I did, because I really want to get this 5x5 solved. For no reason. That was a 30. That could have been a really good solve. I think what I'm doing wrong is I'm solving opposite pairs instead of adjacent ones during F2L. 8th try. Okay. $18.04. I got the sub 20 after 8 tries. Q said the 2x2 scramble was okay. Damari keeps his bro. How are you so fast at one-handed? I'm not the best, but I don't know, practice. I just did a bunch of solves once, and then I got good. 2.1, because I tried to cancel a move. $13.03. Damari Cube says, bro, when was your first Subtoon single? It was the summer of 2024. And, oh yeah, I forgot to read this. GB says, I found a 1-star review for the Ferrocore from Wendy T. Isn't that you? Bubba Cube says, eats the wall. Does your wall taste good? What am I doing?
I'm sorry, this is a +2.
Q produces, we are all tied up for XP. Nice. And Bubba Cube says, I broke my teeth. Oh man. And GB Brim says, Alina Nguyen. I don't know how to say that. And Q says, can I just spam to get top 3? Yeah, maybe. And Damari Cube says, how long have you been cubing? About 3 years now. And by the way, do you do Duolingo? Yes, I do. $9.52. And Kibberdude says, I got more than a 578 streak. Nice. Mine's 424. And GB Prim says, throw a cube into the wall. 1, that would be mean to my cube. And 2, that would be mean to my wall. Walls have feelings too. Hashtag walls have feelings too. So, I don't really want to throw a cube into my wall. Throw a cube? I don't want to throw a cube into my wall. And my cube says, when did you first time solve the cube? Maybe like December of 2022. And Felix Keeper says, but I ate my wall. Oh snap. And 11:34. GB Prim says Wendy Tran is better than Anson Tran in 6th grade. I don't know who Anson Tran is. And Kibberdude says, what's this video I've won and do not spoil what it is. Wall tastes pretty good. Nice. And Damari Cube says, what is your PB in 3x3? So this is an interesting one. On stream over the summer of 2025, I got a 6.54. So I have video evidence of it. However, I accidentally deleted it once. And in CubeDesk now, which is where it was, I have turned on a thing that will pop up that says, would you like to delete this solve? So now that won't happen. But in November, I think, or December, I got a 6.61, which on CS Timer and CubeDesk, it'll say that's my PB. But I have the 6.54, so it's either 6.54 or 6.61. I did get a 6.95 like a week ago. I didn't make a community post about it. $11.92. GBPM says your cube is recalled. The Weilong V11 20 or 8 magnet ball core. UV coating. I didn't set the timer. And also thanks whoever liked the stream. CNN Cubing says egg magnet bong core. And GB Perm says anything with plastic bong core variants other than the TG. Well, maybe the cores were like breaking a lot. $13.26. Boba Cube says a random flag. I don't know what that is. And CNN Cubing says I'm solving with the same cube as you, lol. Nice. And what's that flag? I don't know. And thanks whoever liked the stream. $12.35. GB Prim says cubing make you missing assignments, like in school. And Hunksy, I think that's Gamer Boy, says, are you going to a comp soon? A cubing comp soon? Yes, I have one in February and one in May. And GB Prim says yes. Cubing does not make me miss school assignments, because if I have an assignment due in 2 days, I would do it and then cube. And I don't even really cube that much. Some days I'll cube a lot, and some days I won't even do a solve. Like today, I don't think I've done any solves besides on this stream. Also, thanks for like the stream. 12.56. Big Skipper says, I'm going to the same competition with Andy. Nice. And Gamer Boy says, yeah, I'm Gamer Boy. Nice. And Boba Cube says, if I have an assignment, I don't do it. Oh, dang. Elijah has 22 missing assignments in Marquez history alone. And Elijah forgot his PE bag. Who's Elijah? And Game Boy says, have you ever podiumed? I did at a competition in November. I have my comp vlog of it. GB Firm says a cuber. Nice. $12.6. Book says I don't like PE. I like PE. I don't have it currently, but I like it. PT.1437. Oh, we just got another subscriber. So thanks to everyone who subscribed. And welcome to the stream, Anson the Cuber. YoCube. If you're asking, is this a YoCube? This is not a YoCube. This is the Waylong V11. And what's your thoughts on Trump? That is a political topic that I'm not going to dive into. Because, yeah. But otherwise, he's a pretty cool guy. 11:45. And Tingman V11 coming soon. I think he spelled that wrong. But, I don't know. And the tasks in the PE are way too hard for kids. Nice. So I'm going to do F prime. And 1350. Game Boy says, what do you think he's good or bad right now? I don't really pay attention to the news. But good. Nancy the Cuber says, are you making a custom setup of a cube soon? No. And Demari Cube says, what is your main and goals for your comp? Let's see, there's 3x3 and 3x3 one-handed. I'm going to be using the Waylong V11 8-magnet ball core. 4x4, I want to get a better 4x4. I'll probably order an Aosu. And then there's 6x6. I'll use the Aoshi. And what else is there? There's another event, Square One. I'm going to use the MGC. And CNN Keeping is almost done with centers. Me? Like on the 5x5? I'm done with the centers. I just am solving edges right now. And Anton Cuber says, are you sponsored by the Cubicle? I'm not. I just like this mat. If I was, I wouldn't have the Speak Keep Shop sticker. And Rokeep says, I mean, there is an ambulance driving to school like every week because of PE. And that's only in Ukraine. Dang. And Gameboy says, what do you average for CLL on 2x2? And Demari Cube says, what do you average on 2x2? I mainly use CLL because I don't know. I forgot some EGs. I average about, I'd say 3.5. I'll do a solve right now with a hand scramble. I got a 3.68. Anson the Cuber says, sign my name. I'll write your name on the cube. The R got messed up a little. Anson the Keeper. And Demari Cube says, what's your best on 4x4? It is a 44.47, I think. If it's not a 0.47, it's a 44. I got it on Christmas of 2024. So I've had that PB for over a year. That's probably one of my longest PBs, or like my longest PBs that I've not ever broken. Cube says, I mean, probably rarer than every week. I don't know because I'm homeschooled, but I know this has happened. Nice. $11.68. Damari Cube says, what's your PB average on 3x3? It is a 9.21. I'm gonna get a sub 10 average right now. $10.4, not the best for a sub 10 average, but we can work with it. And Bubba Cube says orange, pretty cool. I like oranges. The color orange is also a very nice color. Okay, that's a DNF. So not the best. Now all of our solves will be counting. So that 10.4 is guaranteed in our average. GB Prim says, go use the Wendy Trahan V11. I don't have that though. And what events do I practice? I think that's what you mean. I practice pretty much just 3x3 and pyramids. Okay, we're not getting a sub 10 average. GB Prim says 2x2 board record single Ying Wing 0. I don't think that's possible. What is your favorite event? Probably pyramids, because I'm good at it. GB Prim says 2x2 world record single Ying Wing 0.35 got cut off. Whoa. 11.76. Let's look on WCA Live. Let's see if we can see it. But I think in China they have like they have a different place where they put their results, and then they go to the WCA. Okay, I don't see anything on recent records. The two recent world records I see are Charlie Higgins' 3 blind stuff. And Damari Cube says, what do you average on pyramids? I average about 4 seconds. And Bubba Cube says, name all the countries that border Democratic Republic of the Congo. Let's see, Congo, Angola, Central African Republic. I haven't practiced my countries in a while. South Sudan, Burundi, Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, Zambia, I think. And C9 Cubing says, oh, I have to put the live still count back up. We got another subscriber. I'll do that turn right after I read these chat messages. C9 Cubing says, IDK went to comment lol. I'm depressed because the only time I made pure finals, I got a DNF average. One time in 2x2, I got 3rd place in the first round, so I knew I could podium. So I was nervous. And then finals, I got 6th place. And then GB Prim says, go write Alina on the 6x6. I really only write first names, so I'll write the first name. There we go. And welcome to stream, not Elliot. And J Perms says I subbed. Thanks for subscribing. I'll do that turn right now. I'm going to do a UW Prime. So thank you for subscribing. Dwayne Cube says, why don't you practice other events? Because I don't like other events. And Cuber Dude says, hey Hey. And Tamari Cube says, can you write my name? Of course. Go write Jonan on the 6x6. Okay. But that will be the last one because, like, 3 names. I still have to make content with this and Tamari Cubes. I was barely able to squeeze it in there. Tamari Cubes. Let's see, we have some space left. Oh, and we just got another subscriber. So thanks whoever just subscribed. I don't know what turn I want to do. I'll do an R prime. And Keeper Dude says, you know, that's a long name. I actually have that written on the 6x6. Takes up like a bunch of pieces. Oh, we got another subscriber. So thanks to whoever just subscribed. I'm gonna do a DW prime. And Bo says, how's your day been? It's been pretty good. And what event do you not practice much? Scube. I don't practice Scube a lot. I'll do a pyramid solve because I was thinking about that and I never did it. Scramble and solve the name 6x6. I do not want to do that because I did that with my first ever name cube I did, which was a 4x4. And the centers are messed up, so the names aren't lined up. So the names wouldn't be, yeah. Oh, we just got another subscriber. So thanks to whoever just subscribed. I was seeing if I could do anything to put it in there, to put an edge here, move it back, but not anything there. So I'll just do R. And Cuber Dude says, do lock it. It is my second favorite. What does that mean? Oh, clock. Okay. I'll do a clock solve. And C9 Cubics is bye, good to go. Thanks for streaming. I was gonna do like a bye and like see you later, so yeah. Bye, see you later. And Bubba Cube says, have you watched the Yikes new video? No. I've not watched. I saw it recommended. The one that was like, can I make my dog go viral? I'll have to watch that after the stream. Oh, we just got another subscriber. So thanks whoever just subscribed. I'm going to do a U prime. And then I saw the one that was like deleting this video soon. Box opens at 10 million subscribers, but not the one about making my dog go viral. And GB Prim says, is that the Along Pyraminx? No, this is the Yushin Little Magic. So I'm going to grab a clock and do a clock solve. Bubba Cube says I won't spoil. Thank you. I just hit my desk. Okay, let's do a solve. Let's race. Okay, you'll probably beat me. Maybe. I actually didn't even look at your clock results. Can you give me tips for 3x3? Well, what do you average? And Bubba Cube says, have you watched C3 Cubing's new video? I have not. But I heard Felix talking about it on his live stream. And Not Elliot says, do mini Guilford challenge? I will after this clock's off. And thanks to whoever just subscribed. So I don't know what I was doing. What was I doing? I was solving this edge. I'm gonna do R prime. Yeah, R prime. And Tamari Cube says I'm sub 30. Okay. Learn full PLO and full OBLO. Whoa, we got another subscriber. So that's gonna be DW. Now we have 2 edges solved. Smart Cubing says hi. Welcome to the stream, Smart Cubing. And Cuber Dude says, wait a second, I have exams. Wait a few minutes. 19.72. Nice. And the light is 4x4. Yeah, I saw it recommended, but I haven't watched it yet. And I have a video coming out tomorrow, so I still have to edit that too. I have it completely filmed, but no editing done at all. Oh snap. And Smart Cubing says solve the 5x5. I will in the mini gopher challenge I'm about to do. Oh, and we got another subscriber. So thanks for just subscribe. We're at 1.48 now. And Domarcube says how to be sub 20. Watch Birdie the Cuber's video. I'm not the best at explaining it. Birdie the Cuber's video is really good. Bubba Cube says I watched it. Nice. And should I buy the Along Pyramix? I haven't tried that cube, so I don't know. And how to be sub 20? Watch Birdie the Cuber's video. So let's see, what turn should we do? Well, this edge is almost done. Oh, and we just got another subscriber, so that's 2 turns. I'll do U2 R. Okay. So I have to go grab all of the events. Probably gonna lose all these subs after the stream. Yeah, we just lost one. So I'm gonna go grab all the cubes I need to do the mini gopher challenge. I actually have 3 right here. Do you have Polaris cube? Yes, I do. I thought you were saying Puppet cube. I have the Polaris cube. And when did you be sub 12? Very recently. So yeah, I need to grab all the events. So I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Okay, here's some. Now we need 5x5 and another 3x. No, we got a 3x3. So another 5x5. And I just remembered I needed Scube too. So I got Scube and square 1. Yeah, I got the square 1. Okay, let's scramble all these up. I wonder if I can do mini gopher in here. That will give me scrambles for everything. Nah, it doesn't. Cube says, if you have all those puzzles, why don't you do any? I mean, if I have a competition, I'll practice some of them. But it's because I like to focus on 3x3 and Pyramix. Okay. Now let's scramble the Mega Mix. And somebody's doing a bunch of embarrassed emojis and heart emojis. Nice. But says there's this guy calling me on Discord and he's saying that he didn't call me. If he called you, then he kind of called you. Is there like a call history in Discord? And then I have to scramble the clock and the 5x5. GPU firm says WCA. Nice. And what method do you use for OH? I use CFOP. Okay, 5x5 is almost scrambled up enough. Okay, let's do the mini gopher now. So we have all the puzzles. We should have 10. Yes, we have 10. I'll start with 2x2. I need to organize these. I did the wrong out. Bookkeeper says I reported him for spam. Okay. And Reese's World, or Recess World. That's Reese's, I think. Says, I have the same 5x5. Nice. I did the wrong alg. And GB Prim says, I reported Vova for harassment. I don't know how he's harassing you. And we got 2 subscribers. So thanks to whoever just subscribed. Fork Knife says, just stopping by to wish you a great day. Thank you. We got 3 subscribers. Well, Axel Mosscat says, I subbed. Thanks. Guys, why are we spamming? Yeah, Average Salon says, why are we spamming? Hold on the stream, Average Salon. Snap, I just completely messed up this one-handed solve. Dorian Keep says, do you like doing Mini Guilford? I mean, yeah, it's kind of fun. So I'll do the turns for those 2 subscribers after the mini gopher, because I can't really do turns right now. GP Prim says, do you like the Windy Train Challenge? I don't know what that is, and if it's spamming the chat, then I do not like the Windy Train Challenge. I also think sort of like the stream. And Bubba says, I mean, I guess you can say I reported you as bullying, but he was actually spamming, which is bad. Yeah, guys, no spamming. I don't like to use the timeout button, but I will if I have to. And what is the most satisfying part of solving the Megamix? Probably what I'm doing right now, which is putting all the corners in their spot. Where does this corner go? Oh, did I not solve the edges all correctly? Oh, that corner goes there. Oh, okay. Oh, I just stopped the timer. That's a DNF. GBFM says the challenge is that you have to do 10 calculus math problems and 4x4 cube. I do not know how to do calculus, so I don't like it because I can't do it. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do the turns. So that was 2 turns because 2 subscribers. So I'm going to do an R and a DW prime. And Axel Moscat says do the CFOP. Okay, I'll do a CFOP solve. $11.4. Big Skipper says, should I call my friend? Is your friend currently live streaming? And his channel is named Keeping with Andy. Because if yes, then no. IDK. Is your friend going to say the word pineapple in the next 10 seconds? Pineapple. Felix Keeper says, I'm gonna do it. Nice. Let's see how many views this stream has. Analytics, 88 views. Nice. If the stream just froze for a second, that's because Felix the Cuber just called me. Felix Cuber says, nah, I don't get it. Oh, I've been streaming for an hour and 6 minutes. I didn't start the timer again. I remember I used to not start the timer accidentally all the time. $8.87. GB Prim says I reported you for child abuse. Well, I know that I did not report a child. So, or are you talking to Felix the Keeper? And if you did report Felix the Keeper, he did not abuse me. $14.7. Damari Cube says, how long did it take to learn Z below? I have not learned full Z below, and it would take a really long time. GB Prim says, who is Felix Keeper? The guy who called me. So you reported me for child abuse. Well, I know that I did not abuse any children, so I'm going to appeal that claim. $11.18. GB Brim says you can't appeal child abuse claims. I don't care. I know I didn't abuse a child. And if YouTube has anything to say about it, I don't care. I didn't abuse a child. $10.27. Where do you report people for falsely reporting people? Report. Misinformation. So 10.27, that's a pretty good solve. $12.84. And 14.26. That is not a good solve. $12.00. The chat is just completely silent. Hello, chat. Can you hear me? That means hello, chat. Can you say anything in chat, please, so I know that you guys can hear me? I don't know why my chat messages aren't going through. Probably because of the fake child report abuse. So yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it for today's stream, because my whole stream is ruined now because I can't say anything in chat. And my chat can't hear me because I've been reported for falsely abusing a child. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's stream. So we made some great progress on the 5x5. So hopefully the stream will work tomorrow, and my whole channel won't be shadow banned from falsely abusing a child. So yeah, bye!